Alright y'all, what's up? We back today. Today is a different type of video. Today we are going to be doing my favorite, the cast analysis for the Challenge All-Star Season 3. That cast just finally was officially revealed. We got the cast pictures and all of that fun stuff. So what we're gonna do is go down the line like I always do. Get my thoughts on who's competing this season, what to look for, who I'm excited to see. And then at the end we're gonna do, I guess, a little X on the beach. Little, I guess, run through recap of what my thoughts were, because I didn't do an episode review. If you don't already know, I do reviews for that, and if you were looking for it and you didn't see it, we're gonna talk about it here. So before we go ahead and do that, thank you again for subscribing. Thank you again for liking. We're at 600 subscribers now, so that's 400 away from 1,000. We are closer and closer to that goal. Thank you again so much for doing that for me, and continue to do what you're doing, sharing the videos, liking, commenting. That is important just as much as liking. Please continue to comment, because that boosts the engagement, which I guess is helping get my videos out there to more people. So that's great. Continue to subscribe. Thank you again. Continue to share. And yeah, let's go. Trying out a new microphone, trying to get these videos a lot more professionally done. So we're on a process of trying to make sure that these are doing good. I got the lighting, I got the lights, I got two little lights right here, LED lights, and a microphone. We're on our way to making these videos better, but let's go. So what I'm doing now is going to the challenge page, and we're going to go ahead and just go down the list of the people that they have here. So I'm gonna go from the top, and we're just gonna go straight down the line of everybody, and I'm gonna tell you how I feel about each and every person. All right, so the first person we get is Wes. Wes, I believe the last time we saw Wes was on Total Madness, maybe, I wanna say, which was it was a season with Teresa. What was that, Double Agents, I wanna say, yeah, it was Double Agents. Wes, I've gone up and down with Wes, because as Wes came out in the challenge, like his first couple seasons, I was a big Wes supporter. I was a kid too whenever it was happening, so I was a big Wes supporter, because I like the fact that he just stood on his own and he just did what he wanted to do. Didn't care to fit in, because he didn't fit in. He never fit in. But he didn't let that stop him from being him, and he did that. He's a competitor. He played the game. But as the seasons have gone on, I've grown to kind of not be too fond of him, but now I don't care. I mean, I like the player that he is, and when you're watching the new seasons of the challenge, you realize how integral a character like him is needed in the show. If you don't have somebody like him on the show, chances are the show is going to be boring, because he schemes. Like when he's bored, he's scheming, trying to find ways to infiltrate mess in other people's alliances, and you need stuff like that on the show. So I'm excited to see him back. He looks like he's in great shape. So I'm expecting him to do some really good things this season. So let's see. Next we have Veronica. The last time we saw Veronica, I want to say, was Final Reckoning. Veronica, and then Wes has been he's got a couple wins. He's got a lot of wins, actually. He might have 2 or 3, I want to say. I can't remember exactly, but somewhere in there. Veronica has 3 wins. And those were in her heyday, like the earlier days. But Veronica's she's still that girl. Like, Veronica's always been the one that's extremely politically smart. She's the type of player that you give her one little bit of power, she's gonna find a way to stretch that and make it a big impact. Like the most recent one that I can remember is whenever she turned that burn vote on Leroy into getting Leroy voted in. Like, they were burning votes on Leroy, and she had the chance to kind of flip it, but she decided to use it to her advantage, and she got him in that elimination. He didn't go home, but she flipped it in her own way. Veronica, she's messy. She's the type to bring drama. No matter where she is, she's gonna bring the drama. No matter how old or young she is, she's gonna do that. Veronica just comes with drama. So I'm excited to see what Veronica brings this season, because it has been a while since we've seen her, and that's the thing I loved about All Stars, is that we're getting to see older people, like people that we haven't seen in a while, and that's what makes the show fresh. And that's what they were doing back in the day. Like back in the day, nobody was always doing like repeated challenges, which is why we appreciated everybody that came on, because we didn't see him so much. It wasn't an overkill. So I'm excited to see her back. Next we have Nehemiah. This completely counteracts everything I just said. He's the player that's been on and wearing his welcome out. He's been on every single All-Stars. And here he is back again. There's not much I can really say about him. Nehemiah, I liked Nehemiah back in his day, but he's grown up to be quite corny. I found him very corny last season with the whole, what is it, the Safety Palace, that theme song? Ugh, annoying. But he's back, so ain't nothing I can do about it. So we'll see how he does. Now we have Kailah. Kailah is, when's the last time we saw Kailah? Kailah, last time we saw her was Total Madness. And Kailah has kind of gone off the grid, truthfully. I ain't gonna say off the grid because she's still on Instagram. But she moved to, she moved to London, UK, and got married to Sam. I guess he was on X on the Beach, if I can remember correctly. She seems like she's in a good place. Like, she's married now, too. I know that. So I'm excited to see how she's playing this game as a taken woman, a married woman, even though she was taken the last time she played the game, and we saw that she ended up cheating. I don't think she's going to cheat this time, because I see her and Sam, they're like a decent couple. Like, I can see, like, there's no distrust between them, and I can see that they will go the long way. At least I feel like they will. Kailah, as a competitor, Kailah is a very decent competitor. I feel like when she first came on the show, she was overhyped, in my opinion. But Kailah, she's a decent competitor, and she brings drama because she's a dramatic person. She either don't like people, and she finds ways to always be in drama, or people don't like her. So having Kailah on the show is, you're getting kind of the competitor that you want to see on the show that brings drama, can compete, because she can compete. She's a decent competitor. She's not the best, but she definitely can compete. So I'm excited to see what she's going to do, because it's been a minute since we've seen her too. So I'm excited to see her back. Yes won season 1 of All Stars. He wasn't on season 2, so I'm excited to see him back. Because in a way, he's got to defend his championship. So yeah, him on season 1, I enjoyed him on season 1. I was rooting for him on season 1 too. Like, he was one of the ones that I was rooting for, and I'm excited to see him back. Not too much to really say on him, because he's just that type of character. He's cool. He's a good competitor. He's not the annoying character to have on the show. So I'm excited to see him back. Then we have my favorite of all time, and it's not even just challenger. It's just like, she's my favorite reality TV star, and I'm talking about none other than Miss Hurricane Nia Moore. She is back, and if you know me, you know I've been kind of teasing this / anticipating and just kind of getting people hyped up whenever I talk about challenge shows, ever since I knew that she was going to be on the show. Nia has not been on TV in 7 years. The last time she was on the challenge, she was on Battle of the Exes 2, which is one of my favorite seasons. She was partnered with Leroy. That's one of the best teams in history, if you ask me. Nia's a beast. Nia played collegiate volleyball. She's a type of character that you don't get on these shows. She's like once in a lifetime. She's like what you call New York. Like, New York is once in a lifetime. Nene Leakes is once in a lifetime. Like, Nia Moore is once in a lifetime. You don't get characters like her on the show. And Nia she's gone off. She's been a private chef for years. I follow her on Instagram, obviously. So I see what she's doing. She's doing great for herself in life. Like, she don't have to come back. But the fact that she came back is exciting, because I never thought we'd ever see her back on the show again. And I'm just excited to see her back. It's just like, I'm excited to see her back, first and foremost, because I know she's going to bring it. She's in a different headspace, obviously, because she's a lot older and a lot more seasoned. She's got a lot more to lose. So I don't expect to see her on here really getting down like she used to. But if you try her, I'm pretty sure she's still going to get you together, but she's going to be a lot more... She ain't gonna fight you, put it this way. She ain't gonna fight you now. And I don't expect that from Nia. She's 30, I wanna say 31, 32 years old. Who's doing that nowadays? Besides Natalie Nunn, but that's a story for another time. But I'm just so excited to see her back. Like I told y'all, I'm over the moon. That's my favorite reality star. Like, it's her, Darrell, Davon right now. Those are the ones. And she's back. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I cannot wait. But yeah, she's a beast competitor too. Like I said, I believe she's 4-1 in eliminations, and she almost made the final, but she got DQ'd the last time she was on. So Nia, she's nothing to play with. She's nothing to play with. So I'm excited to see her back. Oh my gosh. But let's move on, because I could talk about her all day. We got Tyler. Tyler's back. He was on season 2. This picture is quite funny. It's like, breathe, Tyler, breathe. But yeah, he's back. I want to say he went out early, if I remember correctly, last season. So excited to see what he's going to do this season. Tyler was always a pretty good competitor. back in his heyday too. So anything can happen with him. Roni, I don't remember her season, but I can tell you right now from what I saw in that trailer, she ain't nothing to play with. And she a black woman. Black women don't play games. Like when it comes to competing and stuff, they gonna get you, and they gonna put their heart into it. And when they put their heart into it, it's going down. And I look at her, she's in good shape. She looks good. Yeah, I'm excited to see her. I know she's gonna compete. Next we have MJ. The last time we saw him was last season where he won with Jonna. I'm excited to see him back. MJ's always been a very good competitor, so I'm excited to see what he's gonna do. I'm excited to see the mess with him and Jonna, because there's still that rumor that went around that they fooling around, but they didn't show anything about it on All-Stars 2. Maybe it happened on All-Stars 3 and I just mixed it together. But I'm excited to see what dynamic they had this season as well. Next, we have Sylvia. Sylvia is one of, I want to say 2 on this cast that I don't consider all-stars and are not excited to see. Like, Sylvia is boring. Sylvia is very boring to me. A lot of people hype her up because she had those little spats on her Real World season with Madison where she was pushing her around and shoving her and whatnot. And people want to act like because she did that fighting, that she's somebody tough. Like, she's fake tough to me. She's the fake tough type. Like, she talks a big game, but ain't really about it. Like Sylvia, and then people like to overhype her too as a competitor too. Yeah, she made the final. I feel like she made the final. Yeah, I mean, because she's a decent competitor. She's not anything perfect. Like, she's not anything great. Like, the eliminations that she won, she should have won those eliminations because she's bigger than most of the girls that she was competing against. And I feel like, and just to be completely honest, that one elimination I remember the most is the one she had with Melissa. And Melissa was tearing her ass up in the beginning. And because she was playing so dirty, I feel like Melissa was kind of pulling herself back and not trying to play as dirty, which is why Sylvia won, if you ask me. Because I feel like if Melissa still played with the same aggression that she had in that first round, Sylvia would not have won that elimination. But I'm not too excited to see her. I think she's fake. And yeah, I'm not excited to see her at all, really. Mark is looked at as the godfather of the challenge. He's the reason why we even had the Challenge All-Stars. I can't say nothing bad about him at all. I'm excited about him coming back. I'm excited to see what he's gonna do. I'm just really excited to see. I'm grateful for you, Mark, for doing this show because it's bringing back people that I've been excited to see for a long time. So next we got Tina. Tina's back. She was on season 2 of All Stars. She ended up quitting in that elimination. So I'm excited to see her back because she's back with Veronica, which is one half of that Mean Girls trio that they had with Rachel. So I'm excited to see their dynamics, see where they are as friends still, if they are still friends. So I'm excited to see what's going to go down there, especially considering the fact that, spoiler alert, we know Beth is here and Beth is coming. I don't think she's coming into like maybe mid-season or maybe a little before mid-season. So hopefully Veronica and Tina are still there when Beth shows up, because I want to see that dynamic, because you know those 3 don't like each other. Or should I say those 2, aka Tina and Veronica, don't like Beth and Beth don't like them. So I'm excited to see that. Like, that's exciting. And Tina, she's a good competitor too. Like, she's funny as hell. She is funny. So I'm excited to see her. And then we got Derrick. Derrick's another person I'm not excited to see back. Derrick has been on 3 seasons of All Stars. Before All Stars, Derrick, you can tell he's been itching to get back on TV since Dirty 30 because he ain't got called back to be on any other shows. So of course he's going to take every single chance he can get to be on All Stars. And that's the part where I'm like, you wear out your welcome. Derrick, I used to be a fan of Derrick back in the day because Derrick wasn't as extra as he is now. He just does too much. It's just like everything, he's screaming all the time. He's being over the top, dramatic. He's dying for camera time. He's just trying to be somebody, which he didn't do back in the day. He just played. It was just a competitor, and you just respected and you liked and you rooted for him because that's all he did. He wanted to compete. This Derrick is all about trying to be on TV, and I don't like it. Next, we have Jonna. I'm excited to see Jonna back. She is defending her championship that she won last season with MJ. Jonna is a competitor. She's always been one. She's always been kind of underrated, and she's proven within her 2 All-Star seasons that she is really that girl. Like, she made the final in season 1. She just won last season. I expect to see her do pretty well if nobody decides to throw her in elimination, because that's when Jonna could possibly lose. But we'll see where Jonna does this season. Next, we got Darrell the King. my favorite male competitor of all time, still to this day. Darrell has made 2 finals of All-Stars. He's a 4-time champion. I'm excited to see him back as always. I just want him to win. I want him to get another win. It's been a minute since he got another win. Darrell get that win. And I'm excited because him and Nia are on the same show. They're on the same season together. I'm excited to see them interact. Hopefully they have a pretty good camaraderie. Hopefully they look out for each other. So I'm excited to see that as well because that's 2 of my favorite players of all time. So excited to see that. Next we have KellyAnne. KellyAnne is a very strong competitor. She's always been a strong competitor. That's really all I got to say, truthfully, because she was on All-Stars 1. Was it 1 or 2? 1. I want to say it was 1. She was just kind of there. She was a competitor, but other than that, that's all she really did. She didn't really get too much into too much drama. She didn't make too many waves. I mean, she just competed, and that's just really what I remember most from her. And I expect that this season. Now we got Jordan. Jordan, not a fan of him. Just plain and simple, not a fan of him. But it's going to be interesting to see his dynamic with Nia, because you know him and Nia are now cool, have been cool for a while. So I'm expecting him to look out for Nia. He better look out for Nia. I know she's going to look out for him. So I'm excited to see that dynamic because both of them are strong competitors. That's one thing I will not take away from Jordan. He's a strong competitor. He's a very good competitor. He's got 3 challenge wins. So that is going to carry him through the game if he doesn't do anything stupid and throw himself in the elimination again and possibly lose like he did that one time. But I'm excited to see that dynamic with him and Nia, and I'm excited to see how he competes. But him as a person, I'm not necessarily a fan. Because I'm still not over that shit with him calling Nia a monkey and making monkey noises at her back on her Real World season. But whatever. Next we got Cynthia. This picture, she looked just like every black mama. Like the one that ain't playing games. You piss her off, it's up. It's up. But Cynthia, I don't even remember her, truthfully. Maybe my age is showing. I'm 26. I don't even remember her season of the Real World or even on the challenge. But she's made a final, so I'm excited to see what she does. Next we got Syrus. Syrus, this is my boy. One of the GOATs, one of the OGs. I'm excited to see him back. He was on season 1. Was he? I don't think he was on season 2. So him and Beth got eliminated together on season 1. So I'm excited to see him back. Hopefully he goes a little further in the game than he did. So I'm rooting for him. I'm always rooting for people black, honestly, as you all know. Next we got Kendal. Kendal has been on 3 seasons now. Kendal is a very strong competitor. I'm excited to see how she does this season. Last season, was she on last season? She was on last season. Oh God, it's been a minute. But last season she kind of got targeted early because they know she's a strong competitor. Can't really keep her on too long because she's won before. And she's a strong competitor. That's really it. She's like Ace Boom Coons with Darrell. So I look to see them 2 together. Kind of like how I see Jordan and Nia are going to be like kind of band together and look out for each other. So hopefully they look out for them too. So we'll see. And then we got Laterrian. Laterrian's been on 3 seasons too. Laterrian's he's a strong competitor. When he gets in them eliminations, you better watch out. Watch out. I still laugh about that elimination that he had last season, but yeah. We got Jemmye. Jemmye is the other one that I was saying with Sylvia that I don't feel like should be on the show. She's not an all-star. Jemmye's the type of girl who looks to appeal fans. I know for a fact she got a lot of them fan pages on post notifications to see who they liking and who they disliking. If they dislike somebody, she got to find a way to dislike them and make sure that they know that she don't like them. She's fake. I feel like people like to say she's real because she spills people's tea. That's not being real. That's just being fake. Like, she's the type of person, I'm pretty sure she's smiling in somebody's face and then see if the fans like them. If the fans don't like them after she's been smiling in their face, she'll turn on them real quick. Just like she did that mess with Jordan and Tori, where she was basically like giving all that information about their relationship and stuff that they told her in confidence. Well, Jordan told her in confidence, and she running her mouth on Twitter. Like, people like that, you get slapped. Like, you get your ass whooped doing shit like that. And that's just the type of person Jemmye is. She's not a strong competitor. But I will say this is her best cast picture. It's probably the best picture I've seen of her. But that's it. A lot of people like her. I don't. Moving on. Next, we got Brad. Brad is my favorite crackhead energy. Brad gives me crackhead. Like, he's like a crackhead, and I like watching Brad on the show. He's yoked up, as you see. Dude, he's yoked. He's going to be a strong competitor. I'm excited to see how he does this season. He almost got to the final last season. Brad's a mess, and I subscribe to it all. I'm excited to see him back. And last but not least, we have Melinda. Melinda, she always, to me, has been kind of a weak player. But last season, she showed that she's a lot stronger than she used to be. Older, more seasoned Melinda. I don't know why I was about to say Melissa. Melinda she's here, and she's here to play. So I'm excited to see her. All right, and as we wrap this up, give you a little quick thought on X on the Beach. X on the Beach, I don't even remember what happened on X on the Beach, truthfully. So I really can't even tell you too much. I believe it was like Mike and Reese fighting, and then Kira showed up, Kira and Bryce. Not much really happened on that episode, so I can't really speak too much on it, truthfully. I think what I'm gonna start doing, honestly, is start tagging these on the X on the Beach kind of quick review onto here, unless something crazy happens, especially considering the fact that it's playoff time, and playoffs are typically happening on Thursdays too, like games I really want to see. So chances of me actually really reviewing it won't happen on that day. If it does happen and it's on video, it'll be later on, like probably Friday, Saturday. But yeah, I'm watching it. But if you want to talk to me about it, drop it in the comments here. But yeah, we're moving into the challenge. The challenge is coming up May 11th. I'm excited to see the season. I saw the trailer. I don't know if I'm going to react to it because I already saw it. But hopefully something else comes out soon, and we'll react to that until it's time for the episodes to start dropping. But I'm excited about the cast. I'm excited to see how the season unfolds. Let me know what y'all are thinking, who you're excited about, who you're not excited about, what you're excited about most about the season, what you think about my thoughts. But yeah, drop those comments down below. Please do that. Drop the comments. Thumbs up the video. Subscribe. Follow my socials if you want to. If you want to continue the conversation with me, do that there or do that in the comments, because I like to jump in and talk to y'all. Trying this mic out. Hopefully the mic works. We'll figure it out. But thank y'all again so much for watching this video, and I will see y'all tomorrow if you watch Bad Boys. But I'll see y'all when I see y'all for the challenge. Peace.